Hi, my name's Dani. I'm one of the simulation fellows in Epsom and St Helier, and now working firmly in anaesthetics. So what we did was we piloted a in-situ recovery scenario for simulation, and the idea behind it was to bring simulation to an area where people are more familiar, an area where it's not out of their comfort zone with a simulation centre, so to do it in a place where they're quite comfortable, so recovery staff. We also did it as a multidisciplinary thing, so we'd grab one of the on-call anaesthetists, one of the on-call ODPs, a couple of recovery nurses. We also had a Southwest elective orthopaedic centre nurse, SWEDIOC for short, and we would recruit them in advance, discussing with their team. It took a lot of logistical planning, but the whole idea behind it was that it wouldn't be too disruptive to everyday clinical life. There'd be the ongoing recovery area, but then there'd be a side room where we could do an in-situ simulation. So the whole scenario itself started with a pre-course kind of introduction where we set psychological safety and we discussed what we were going to do, and everyone was comfortable to participate in advance. So this is before we even start. We've sent them a survey, we've asked them how confident they are and happy to participate with no obviously idea of the scenario. Then on the day, we'd get them in, we'd do a brief kind of introduction and survey to start with, and then the scenario itself would take about 15 minutes. Not too disruptive to time and not too much for the participants. Then we'd do that with a high fidelity manikin, so we'd take that from the sim centre down to recovery, and we'd do the scenario. Then after the scenario, we'd take them back upstairs to the debrief room, give them some tea, get them some calm down and all of that, and then we do a diamond debrief. That's the one that we do in Southwest London. So that's what we did, and the response was overwhelmingly positive. So we only did 30 participants over the course of six sessions, and we started in Epsom because we've got a dedicated simulation suite there. But we have now extended that based on the positive feedback that we've had and the multidisciplinary aspect of it, which was quite useful, to our sister site at St Heliers. So it's started now. It's going to take a bit of time, I think, logistically, to get the kind of culture to approach, everyone being willing to release their recovery nurses for a mere 15 minutes, but then, for the debrief and for the beginning part. But once I think that culture spreads from Epsom to St Helier, it kind of becomes, they get more and more involved. And so the positive feedback has been good, and so now we're expanding. Thank you.